Hello, my name is Ashante McDonald Pena, and today I will be discussing the difference between general deterrence and specific deterrence. These theories are important in criminology because they explain how the threat or application of punishment influence the criminal behavior. In this PowerPoint, I will compare the core elements of general and specific deterrence. I will explain how each theory views punishments, how they are applied in real-world situations, and how effective they prevent crime. General deterrence is aimed at the public rather than the individual offender. The idea is that when people observe others being punished, they will fear the consequences and avoid committing crime themselves. The punishment is meant to send a message to society that crime will result in negative outcomes. The core key elements of general deterrence include severity, certainty, and publicity of punishment. The more public and certain the punishment appears, the more it is believed to discourage others from offending. The assumption is that individuals make rational decisions and will avoid crime if the risks outweigh the benefits. An example of general deterrence is the use of DUI checkpoints. These checkpoints bring public awareness to the consequence of driving under the influence. Studies have shown that increased visibility of law enforcement and DUI enforcement leads to a decrease in alcohol related accidents because people fear of being caught and penalized. Specific deterrence is focused on the individual who has already committed a crime. The idea is that by punishing the offender, they will think twice before repeating the same behavior. It is based on the belief that experiencing punishment personally will discourage future offending. The main element of specific deterrence include the personal experience of punishment, the perceived severity, and the belief that reoffending will lead to even greater consequences. The goal is to reduce recidivism by making the punishment strong enough to influence future behavior. An example of specific deterrence is sentencing enhancement for repeat offenders. For instance, individuals with prior convictions may receive longer prison terms if they commit the same offense again. However, research shows mixed results. While some offenders are deterred, others become more likely to reoffend due to the negative effects of incarceration, such as difficulty reintegrating into society. General deterrence targets society as a whole, while specific deterrence targets the individuals who has already offended. Both theories rely on the idea that people make decisions based on the potential costs and benefits. However, real-world outcomes depend heavily on how punishments is applied and perceived. While both forms of deterrence plays a role in reducing crime, neither approach is fully effective on its own. Deterrence works best when punishment is certain and proportional, but long-term crime reduction also requires rehabilitation, social support, and addressing underlying causes of criminal behavior. To complete this assignment, I reviewed sources used in the Tiffin University Library and Google to understand the concept of general and specific deterrence. I then outlined the presentation to compare key components of each theory and selected real-world examples supported by research. I used Microsoft PowerPoint to design the slide and organize the information in a clear and professional format.